We are trying to create a community of coders who will be enthusiastic by using these roadmaps, these free resources from all over the internet, which we will curate. You can just use all of your time focusing on the particular work that you are doing. So that's about us more now. And definitely you can join our Discord server and the LinkedIn profile. You will get to know more about us, what we do. So today about the session, first of all, we have our speaker, Ankita Di. She was an alumni of RCCIIT herself, and she has really done a very well in her career. About her, I am very much grateful, first of all, to Shurjendu, for our very good friend who has made the contacts with her and has made this session possible. So I think Shurjendu will be the best person to tell about Ankita Di. Thanks so much, Ankita Di, that you have joined us today. And now I am passing my mic to Shurjendu to take over the session. Thank you.
Thanks, Agnik. So we should not delay anymore. Our speaker is on call. So before I introduce the speaker to you all, uh, let me explain what this is all about. So we'll talk about the opportunities you're going to have after your graduation and the things you can do while pursuing a BTech. Things like internships, project works, and skill building. Our speaker has experience in almost all domains. She has herself get into an IT placement, and she has done IT internships. She has also cracked GATE in the first attempt. So she is the right person to tell us what to do and what not to do. She is the right person to guide us, and she's also a gold medalist from our college. So introducing our speaker, Ankita Banerjee. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Hi, all.
We are grateful from NoobCode that you have joined our session despite having a busy schedule, and thanks for sharing us your knowledge and information, your journey, everything. So we can start whenever you are ready.
Yes, I'm ready. Please start.
Can you please share your PPT so that we can start?
Yes. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a brief introduction, as Surjendu has already mentioned. So I am ignoring this. So this is the content, that is opportunities after BTech, who should prepare for GATE or competitive exam, how to prepare for GATE, my last 1 month routine, and placement scenario in MTech.
Okay. So we all are at second year now, and I think it's high time we start thinking about a career, what to do and what not to do. So despite of our branch being be it IT or non-IT branch, what are the major opportunities we all have as an engineer after fourth year?
Okay, so this is my next slide, that opportunities after BTech. So there are n number of opportunities. The very first opportunity that come, that is IT service, and then GATE, ESC, then in many government exam, SSC, CGL, BARC, AFCAT, CSE, and MBA. So I am talking a bit about IT service, because our college campus placement happen mainly in IT industries, like many big MNCs, TCS, Cognizant, Capgemini, Accenture, and even Deloitte off campus. This happens. So this thing I will discuss. Then later I will move to GATE preparation. As I am in MTech, so I will emphasizing more in GATE.
Okay. So as we are in second year now, what do you think we should do as a aspirant to get into IT? What should we do to achieve that? What skills do we need?
Okay.
What to do?
Yes. So if you are from CSC or IT background, so there are a number of subjects you have to be concentrated on. Like obviously C, DBMS, Python, Java, Python or Java, any of these. And obviously data structure and algorithm is the most important thing. So, and if you are from core branch, especially from electrical or electronics, then no need to worry about, like, the companies didn't expect too much from electrical or electronics. They just want us to know about very basic things from C or Python. If you just put your language in CV, like especially in my time, I have put C, DBMS, Python, so they ask question only from them, that things. So coming about your preparation, so if you are really into IT industry, then just start practicing coding. The first platform you have to practice in HackerRank because it is a easy level. Then later on, if you are really want a growth into it, like really you want to go a very high package, you want 8 LPA and this and that, then you have to really do coding in LeetCode. So this is how you have to start preparing, and focus is also the main concepts of data structure and algorithm, like the sorting algorithm. If you are opting C, then some concept in there like call by value, call by function. I am just taking some example. In my interview it was asked. So these are obviously, just I said, call by value, call by function, then some printf, scanf. These are very basic things. Then array, pointer, these things. And if you are putting Python or Java or C++, anything in your CV, then oops concept is a must ask question. Like you really can't miss that oops concept. So accordingly you have to prepare it. And if you are also electrical or electronics, during your IT interview, just don't only focus about the IT things. Even in your IT company they can ask about your core knowledge. Like in Cognizant, when my interview happened, the total interview was on my core knowledge only. Even my vocational training in DVC, this, they only check like how knowledgeable you are even in your domain. And if you are really prove that you are very knowledgeable, then you can really crack.
Okay, so what are the specific skills a CAC or an IT student should learn? Because I don't think Knockout curriculum is efficient for our placement. So
Yes,
what skills are required to get into IT company?
obviously the first thing I have said, the data structure and algorithm, and practicing a lots of coding. That's the most important thing, because to get into interview we have to crack the test first.
Hmm.
So there some coding question will be there, obviously that is depending upon some binary search, yeah, tree, or these things. So you have to really good at data structure and algorithm if you are a CSE or IT background guy.
Okay, so what if a student is in electrical or EC?
Yes.
What are the unique skills should they have for getting into core companies?
Okay, the one thing I specially recommended always, that it's MATLAB. You have to always learn MATLAB because it is a simulation tool. Even you will later study many different circuits and all, you can just simulate, get the result. MATLAB is a very basic function you must know. And later that Python, because without MATLAB and Python, you can't do anything in core industry. And once you gather a strong deep knowledge in this, then I would recommend PLC and SCADA, but not at very beginners level. Just for beginners I would recommend it MATLAB and Python.
Okay, so these are all for placement scenarios after fourth year or during fourth year. What about
Yes.
internships? What about internships for an electrical or CC student, whatever?
Okay, for internship, I always recommend that you have to build a very strong LinkedIn profile, because in our college internship opportunity is, I would recommend it's less. So from LinkedIn you have to apply in lots and lots of companies internship opportunity. If you can build a strong LinkedIn profile, I mean you have to build a great connection, connect with the different HRs of the companies. Even you have to approach them like, hi, hello, this is how. They will even say, just they can see your LinkedIn profile, even they approach that, kindly share your updated resume and this.
Okay. So there is a question from Urunava Kormakar. This is
Okay.
not really about future. I'm questionable about the internship opportunity in second year. what is the best time to start applying for internship in year two, second year,
It's third year.
third year?
Third year is the best time.
I think Urunava got your answer. Third year. Okay.
Because I will explain the reason
Hmm.
also, because after third year you will get really into the core subjects, that is machine, power system, power electronics, these core companies, core subjects, and without this core subject knowledge you can't get into a core job. That's the reason.
Okay. So we just talked about IT jobs, internships, core jobs. So if I talk about core
Yes.
jobs, I should also include GATE here. So
Yes.
what exactly is GATE? Who should apply for GATE? How to study for GATE? All this.
Okay, so GATE is nothing but graduate aptitude test. So who should prepare for GATE or competitive exam? This is my next slide. The person who is really into higher studies, like GATE is not a piece of cake. So like you have a proper mindset from the very beginning, from second year itself, like which you have to do IT job, or you are enough to able to do that MTech or handle the MTech pressure. Like you are really wanted to be an assistant professor or associate professor, or you will be in research area, then go for higher studies, and for that you have to crack GATE. And another opportunity is PSUs. So for that you have to score a great rank, like within 100 rank for PSUs. And government jobs, there are number of opportunities for government job, as like BARC, even many NTPCs, and these are interlinked, PSUs and government jobs. So these are the persons who will prepare for GATE.
So examinations like BARC, DRDO, ISRO, Railway, all can be covered if I prepare for GATE.
Yes, a bit of, because if you talk about railway, sometimes general awareness or these are really important, which is not covered in GATE. For that you have to prepare separately. But what I would say, BARC, ISRO, DRDO, these are these can be cracked from your basic GATE preparation. Even EAC. Engineering service, if you preparing for GATE, then 50% of your preparation is done for EAC.
Okay. So would you categorize GATE into a easy examination or a difficult examination or moderate?
Obviously I would recommend this as difficult examinations. Even if you see the top 10 difficult exams, you can find GATE is also one of them.
Hmm. Okay.
Because in GATE you have to, I am only talking about now electrical, because I have knowledge in this area only. So you have 12 or 13 subjects which you have to prepare for GATE. So you can see that it's a vast area. So
Okay.
it's like a marathon.
There is a question from a student. How much role does CGPA play in placement? How many programming languages one should learn? Will I be given option to choose my language during interview?
If like first question, how CGPA maintain, like if you can maintain CGPA above 8, it will be okay, perfect for your placement preparation or like placement. And then the second question was like for like how many language you have to choose. I would recommend two language. Okay. And interviewer, like if you put these language in your CV, interviewer will definitely ask question from that. Like for example, if you have given C, Java, Python, all thing, interviewer will not given any option like which you have to choose. They just randomly ask any concept question because you have put into your CV. And if you can't answer it, then it is really shameful. Like they will just like say a lot of things,
So
like
we must be
কেন
conscious.
এটা রিজুমেতে দিয়েছো, এরম
হুম,
টাইপেরও কথা বলে দিতে পারে।
আচ্ছা, we must be conscious যে আমরা কি দিচ্ছি আমার সিভিতে, যেটা পারি ওটাই দিতে হবে,
এক্স্যাক্টলি,
নাহলে প্রবলেম হতে পারে।
এক্স্যাক্টলি, ছোট সিভি হলেও কোনো প্রবলেম নেই, বাট মাস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট যা আমি সিভিতে দিয়েছি তার এক একটা লাইন যেন আমি পারি।
Okay. So as you said, GATE is a difficult examination. So how to prepare for GATE and also get good marks in MAC out examination in your semester examination?
Okay, so from your second year you can start preparing for GATE. I would recommend to separate out the two things. Like, for example, you have to attend college 5 days. After attending college, when you return home, then just take a nap, and then some fresh. Well, after that, you have to like study the semester exam, like whatever topics have given, well, have covered in your class, you have to just go through that. You can obviously take notes, like for my example, I just have taken notes, prepare notes well, day to day. I have a practice on that, so I have no pressure during examination or semester exam. And that Saturday Sunday you can give totally for gate preparation. Obviously I would recommend that if semester exam can, then you just ignore it. But if there is no semester exam, upcoming semester exam, then Saturday Sunday must be for gate.
Okay. So, uh, for all students, CAC, IT, CA Electrical,
Yes.
is GATE important for everyone? Is there equal opportunity for every branch, or there is disparity in IT or electrical, CAC, EC?
Okay, so whatever the scenario in my college, I have seen that after MTech, the opportunities are more in EE, EC, these branches. The opportunities in CS, I think it is less, because after doing MTech, they can also land to the same job which they can land after BTech. So obviously, a person, if they are going to be assistant professor, associate professor in that domain, they can do MTech. I would recommend that. But if you are in electrical or EC and you are really into getting a core job, a proper like high salary package, then just go for MTech from any tier 1 college.
Okay, so there are two questions. Which is
Yes.
better, doing MTech from India through GATE or doing MS from abroad if I want to make career in India? So, what would you think?
Both have the equal opportunities. Like that depends on your scenario. Uh, Obviously that MS is a more broader perspective. Like research area is more broader. I think getting a job by doing MS is not so much recommended. If you are really into research area, then go for MS. You can go for MS.
Okay. Zabir Ahmed asked, can someone crack GATE without taking coaching, as there are lots of online courses out there like Made Easy 21
Yes.
course?
Yes, yes. Obviously, without coaching, you can crack it, because YouTube is a biggest platform. I recommend, like there are free resources. Even I would recommend for electrical some courses, Creatrix, that Ankit Goel sir classes, power electronics, power system and machine. These lectures are so much important for basic building. So if you like will not join coaching, then just start preparing for YouTube itself. But whenever there is another thing like test series, I would like later I will say that for test series you can buy that from different coaching institute, that will be really helpful.
So, before we talk about your journey from RCC to NIT Jamshedpur, um, I want to ask you that, did um, forgot the question. Sorry.
Okay, okay, no
uh,
issue.
yeah, Swastik Bhattacharya asked, are there opportunity for CC student in government PSU jobs? Most government exams in engineering are available for electrical, etc., such as
Some
oil and gas.
opportunities are there, like you have to go through that, you have to go through the advertisement, like opportunities are less.
Okay, so how was your journey from a normal student to NIT? What did you do? How did you prepare for your gate?
Okay, so from second year itself, I have started gate preparation, and the first two thing I have started, that is that aptitude and mathematics, because they are the most important building block of your gate preparation. Like for example, if you can't perform well in apti and maths, then you can't get a good rank, can't expect even cutoff marks. Because like for even your core subject, you have to be very strong in your aptitude and mathematics, these two section. And when I finished completing these notes and all, Then I started some subject for circuit theory, and later the network analog and digital, these things. And later I have focused on my main three core subject for electrical, that is electrical machine, electrical power system, and power electronics. So, and side by side, just I have mentioned that I have divided my routine into two parts, that on weekend I have to do my gate preparation and all, and weekdays after finishing my colleges and all, I have to prepare for my semester. So I just prepared the notes properly, and this is how I can even score in good CGPA in semester exam.
Mm.
That's all. And this is how I have prepared for gate. And some things I would recommend, that how to prepare your gate. That previous year question paper, last 27 years question paper, is the most fundamental thing, because this is a building block of, well, like it is like your concept building. Obviously previous year question কখনো আসে না, বাট যদি প্রিভিয়াস ইয়ার কোয়েশ্চেন সলভ না করা যায়, তাহলে কখনো তার বেসিকটা কখনো ক্লিয়ার হবে না। অ্যাকচুয়ালি প্রিভিয়াস ইয়ার কোয়েশ্চেন যতবার সলভ করা যাবে, কত রকম উপায় সলভ করা যায়, এক এক সময় এক এক রকম অ্যাপ্রোচ আসবে। কোনো অ্যাপ্রোচ হবে প্রচণ্ড ফাস্ট, কোনো অ্যাপ্রোচ হবে একটু থিঙ্ক করতে হবে, বাট ভীষণ ইনোভেটিভ টাইপ। এই ডিফারেন্ট ডিফারেন্ট কনসেপ্ট যখন মাথায় আসবে, বা বিভিন্ন কোচিং ইনস্টিটিউট বা যেখান থেকেই শেখো না কেন, সেটা একদম নিজের নোটবুক, সেপারেট নোটবুকে একদম মানে আপ টু ডেট রাখতে হবে সেটাকে। প্রিভিয়াস ইয়ার কোয়েশ্চেনের জন্য অবভিয়াসলি একটা সেপারেট নোটবুক ক্রিয়েট করতে হবে। obviously এটা আর একটা হচ্ছে analyzing your like strong and weak aspects of your subjects. And another thing is that you have to prepare notes for all 12 subjects, but during your gate preparation, like when gate exam is nearby, it's impossible that you are good at all 12 or 13 subjects. You have to choose some 6 to 7 subjects where you are really good, or you have to be good. Like also see the previous year question, that on upon which subject the weightage is maximum. So accordingly you have to prepare. And in last 1 to 2 months you have to practice a lot and lots of test series. Then you have to analyze that. And another important thing is you have to prepare a very short notes, like it's a last minute revision type, very short notes. And at the end of your gate preparation, that short notes will be very helpful. And whatever I say, that don't get demotivated by seeing the test series marks, because like they are really, even I got demotivated when I see my marks. Even I can did my clear my cutoff marks, even this happened with me also. But never get demotivated, because must have patient. Gate is a marathon, you have to be patient.
Mm. Zaber Ahmed asked, from which coaching and which resource did you use for your gate journey?
Okay, so in my second year, I got from college 100% scholarship in the GATE Academy. But later I realized that as it is 100% scholarship, and this and even that time lockdown happened, so there is a really hodgepodge situation, and they can't finish the total resources. So I recommend YouTube channels. Really, the Creatrix channels really helped me a lot for machine power system and power electronics.
Okay, we'll share the YouTube channel link after the session.
Okay.
Akashdeep Mandal asks, Didi, how can we prepare ourselves for government jobs like rail, bank, etc. after BTech?
Okay, so for those things, obviously you have to do separate preparation. Like obviously you can join any coaching, and general awareness is the most important thing in that case. So start reading newspaper daily, pointing out the main news important, and you have to be very good at reasoning and aptitude, because in bank the time management is the most important thing. In every exam it's important, but in bank it happens that in 90 in 60 minutes you have to answer for 90 marks. Is this type of speed you have to be, so you have to practice a lot and lot things. You have to learn some short tricks for aptitude and this.
Okay. Aparajita Mujumdar asked, is it compulsory to appear for GATE just after BTech for better opportunity? Can a BTech degree holder appear in GATE after being involved in a job for at least 2 years? What is better between these?
So that completely depends upon you. because like after BTech, if you get a career gap, education gap, and then started preparing for GATE, then it's, I think it's really very great, appreciative, really. But you have to be patient. Like in Facebook, you will scroll and then see like every single friend is getting settled this company, and that will be really frustrating at one point of time. Like if you can tolerate that, then go for it. Otherwise, that it's completely upon you. Otherwise, you have to start preparing from now itself.
Okay. A lot of us have not received the satisfactory result after JEE Mains or JEE Advanced. So some
Yes.
of us actually want to go to IIT for that ego issue that I'll go to IIT after maybe BTech, but I'll go to IIT. So is it healthy for us to chase GATE for this reason, or should have a particular concrete idea that I have to do MTech, that's why I'm going to coaching and
Yes,
everything to GATE?
yes. Like you have to be very clear that I have to do MTech. Just don't land in MTech like I have to go to IIT, because MTech is like very like pressurous thing. Like here in IITs, NITs, life is lot more pressure. Like in BTech, what I like from my personal experience, in BTech you have to just go to colleges and then return back, moving out with your friends, preparing for something. That's all. But even you land for MTech na, then it also happens that you have to attend classes. For me, I have to attend my classes from 8 a.m morning, and till 1 p.m I have class. From 1 to 2 I have just lunch break, and then I have to go for taking BTech lab duty. I have that duty. For that, we from government of India, stipend is being paid to us. This is the real scenario. So if you are real, and apart from that, you have to do research work for your paper, for your final year project. This thing in BTech, final year project is very easy, but in MTech, like you are a solo person. In BTech, like there are there are 4 person in a group. One person do this thing, another person do this thing, and your guide is there, your BTech project is ready. But in MTech, like your mentor or some project job, your mentor just assign some work, like you have to do this work within 7 days. Like these are small steps. You have to analyze it by yourself, by resources, by papers, and it's very tedious job. So if you are really into like research area, or you are really doing in MTech, then only appear for GATE. Otherwise, just go for IT or any other job.
Okay. Zabair Ahmed again asked, is there any scope in PSU job pursuing GATE CSE for CSE students?
I have already said that some PSUs also need CSE guys.
Okay, so in
They
a
have to see the
comparison,
advertisement properly.
in
For
comparison,
example, PGCIL, their CSE needed.
but in comparison to electrical or EC, what is the ratio that a CSE student has chances to go to PSUs? Like the comparison
Uh,
between electrical and CSE.
I would say 20 to 30%. Like for electrical, if it is 100% compared to that.
Okay. Uh, so you just said that those who are interested in research work, teaching
Yes.
professors, they should
Yes.
go for GATE. But I think there is a pay scale increase after doing MTech.
Yes, yes. For that, like core job that I have said, core job in after doing MTech, that is also one type of research. Pay scale hike is not only the important thing in life. Even you are in IT industry with 2 years experience, you can get a high pay scale. But you are really into getting core job and all, then you have to do MTech. Because after MTech, after doing MTech in IITs and NITs, like you will get lots of opportunity from very eminent core companies. Like for example, I will come after later sometime. This is our placement scenario in NIT Jamshedpur. These are the companies visit for campus placement and both internship. For example, Tata Motors, Tata Cummins, Bosch, and Intel, Qualcomm, Marvell Semiconductor. These are really important companies for ECs. If they are really into VLSI industry, very long, then they can appear for this. And like you can't imagine like what is the LPA in these companies.
Okay. Uh, you have told that we should love the work about research.
Yes.
Who exactly, like, how do we know we like research, like creation or investigating science? How do we know that?
Like I have mentioned one thing, that MATLAB is most important skill you have to learn in your BTech. So, like whatever you will go through your, for example, you will learn about a subject power electronics and drives. There are some circuit come, for example, buck converter. You will like these words are really very difficult for you, but just for example, I am giving this. Like seeing a converter, you can design a converter in MATLAB. Okay, and whenever you apply something like apply input voltage, apply inductor value, capacitor value, this thing, and you can see result, that you are getting result. If you are really, it really triggers you. Like I will do a lot bigger thing. A small baby step will grow to a lot bigger things. This is how you can really imagine that yes, research is the area, or professor is the area. You can like, for me it happens lot more, like I love teaching. Even when my BTech time, I used to get take notes and all, and during my semester exam, yeah, before my semester exam, I used to teach my friends so that my concept will be clear. So from that thing, I just came to know like this is the thing I would love to do. I love teaching, and obviously Budharito Vishwas sir is my first inspiration.
Okay. How did you prepare for your placements along with GATE preparation? Which resource did you use for placement? Like, from which resource did you learn any specific skill like Java?
Okay, the I have never given Java in my CV. I have given C, DBMS, Python, this thing in my CV. So the resources is like I have gone through many Udemy courses. From that Python basic like tuples, list, this thing, whatever thing you are learning, just you have to practice in your laptop, like small code. Even just writing this in your notebook is not enough, you have to practice, like how to print pattern, how to print this thing, they even ask these simple logics. So this is how I prepared. Like from third year I started preparing, 6 months ago when the placement starts, then I started preparing for IT. Actually that time DBMS was my subject, so I have not to worry about like I have to prepare these things separately. I just prepared for C, actually revise C, it was in my first year. So I
Hmm.
just through a revision of C, and that time I was learning Python. Actually I learned Python due to mar course, that mar point. You used to learn Python. So this is how.
Okay. Opportunity is asking, is self study enough for GATE? What are the books required for self study for GATE? How can we make time management for GATE preparation along with preparation of getting placements?
Okay. Self study, I think, is the best thing. Like, even you are going into coaching institute and all, self study is the thing you have must do. And going for a book recommendation. So, I have already mentioned that for electrical, is Aparajita from electrical?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, so electrical for there are three most important subjects. One is that electrical machine. For that, you would recommend PS Vimda, and then power electronics. There is Vimda or Rashid. You can go through any. Vimda is the most important thing, and then power system. It's CL Waldha, and you'd recommend this book for apti. And this thing I have recommend all the YouTube channels only.
Hmm.
I will share the links also later. And these are the actually main. These are the main three things I have focused, like power electronics, machines, and power system, because these are vital area.
Technoflask is asking about internship. We'll get back to it. Um, we have seen that in GATE electrical or
Hmm.
GATE EC, around
Yes.
80,000 or 1 lakh students appear for GATE electrical EC, but
Yes.
only 12,000 or 14,000 get qualified. What is the reason
Yes.
for this high failure percentage? What are the
There are
mistakes?
separate reasons, I would say that. One thing is that, like many of the applicants just go for GATE, they don't know like what is even GATE, how many subjects are there. They just fill the form. Even this happened that in my year, like the 70 students from my class appeared for GATE. Whenever like 10 to 15% was preparing for GATE seriously, so you can see the scenario. And even who haven't prepared for GATE, like they just sit and write, they scored 0 1 this type of marks. So how they can clear the cutoff marks? Well, clearly the cutoff is 30 or 32 is this type, but to score these marks is so much difficult. Like even one of my friend get 29.33% after doing 2 years coaching in medicine. This happens. So one thing is that they don't know what to do. Some people don't know why I am appearing for GATE. Another thing is that like this is a 3 hour marathon exam, so you have to be very patient in this exam. Here negative marking is one of the most important thing. So even this scenario may happen that one question you can't answer, you are solving it and solving it, then the proper answer is not coming. So the options are not available. It may happen that question is wrong, it may happen that you are doing something wrong, but some people just doing it, and like they are doing again and again. What is the mistake? They have started finding about the mistake there itself in that examination, or which is a blunder. If you face this, you have to stop there and go for the next question. And it seems that even the next question is difficult. Then like it happened with me, like for example, question number 10 I can't solve. 11 was also difficult for me, so I straight go to the 60 number question. Just see this, like is it okay, is it okay, easy, then start solving and all. Then just tick mark, then doing 2 3 question, and then I just like keep patience this way. So patience is the most important thing, and I think these two are the most important reason for failure.
Okay, so Technoflash asks, do I need a good portfolio website to apply for internship, and what kind of project should I include in my portfolio? This is a little
Okay.
off topic, but please answer this.
Okay. The what good projects, that depends upon in which industry you have to, like you wish to go. For example, you are really going to like IT industry, then it's helpful for you that just add 2 to 3 projects. Like even one project is enough, 1 to 2 projects. Or you, if you are in for electrical or EC, then start doing project accordingly. Like for my example, I have done one project, single axis solar tracker. It's my first project in life, which I did in my second year. And then later I participated in Smart India Hackathon. There I made another project, that is microgrid. That was on microgrid, so I added this on my CV. And that thing, I think that really eye catching for the interviewer.
Okay. So I think I should ask you about your experience in NIT. How do you feel to be in NIT? What's the infrastructure environment in NIT?
Yes. So many person asked me like why I choose for NIT Jamshedpur even. Like whenever even I had opportunity to go to NIT Calicut, this type of, why NIT Jamshedpur only. One thing is the distance. I am from Kolkata itself. So one is most important thing is distance. And another thing which overcomes distance, that is the placement scenario. Like we had one senior in this college only, so I talked about this, and they have told me that their placement opportunity, especially in power electronics and drives, in 100%. So I just got admission in this NIT. Even like for my experience, it's really awkward that whenever I get 2022, that CCMT registration starts, have not filled. I filled in jo, special round. In special round, I just feel that because like one random morning, I think like I have to do like uh, ভেতর ভেতর কোথাও একটা ছিল যে আমি এমটেকটা করব, জাস্ট বিকজ আমার কিছু অসুবিধা ছিল বলেই আমি আইটি ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে গেছি, এবং সেই আইটিতে আমি যতটা সেভিংস করেছি সেটা দিয়ে আমি এমটেকটা পড়তে চেয়েছিলাম। তো সেই জন্য জাস্ট আমার মনে হলো যে হ্যাঁ, আমি জাস্ট আমার যা ক্যালকুলেশন করলাম যে হ্যাঁ এই অনুযায়ী আমার পুরো হয়ে যাবে, এই আমার ঠিক আছে, এত এত স্ট্রাকচার, ফি স্ট্রাকচার, and later morning special round starts, and just I applied for that. I have seen that for power electronics and drives in general category there is one seat available only, and like I just apply for luck, and this happened. And even I just next day I just resigned. Even I didn't think of that I have that 3 month I have to wait. I somehow I managed my manager like please leave me in 2 months because I am going for MTech and all. For that journey is very separate because my manager used to see my train tickets like, you are really going for MTech or you are like going to other companies, please tell me the truth. This happens. So somehow I land in NIT Jamshedpur, and obviously here the environment is somewhat different from like any normal colleges. Even the most important thing that attract me most, that there in well, like without our subjects there is a special class for MATLAB only from our first semester. So that thing is really, I think that also helped me to get crack again to get one internship. Because currently I'm going to join Tata Cummins in next month for internship. So so like that journey is really awesome, and here I came in September. From November itself the placement for internship started, and up to now my almost except 2% everyone got placed in internship from our department.
That is really impressive. That's a very good story.
Yes.
Um, yes, one student asked, "Are you currently in MTech or passed out? And which NIT or IIT is best for MTech CSE?"
Okay, so I am in MTech second year. Just I got into second year. A few days ago, my first year examination was over and result came out. So, and which NIT is best for? I think NIT, if distance doesn't matter, then NIT Trichy, NIT Suratkal, these are really very good NITs. Or IITs, the old IITs are the best. So just go through their website, check their placement once. If you are really for placement, then just check it.
Okay. Um, what is the placement scenario in NIT Durgapur or Shibpur?
uh, Shibpur, the placement scenario is not very good currently because one of my friend is there from my year only. So she mentioned that only very few companies, these companies which have visited in our campus, they don't even visit Shibpur. And one second, and NIT Durgapur, the placement scenario was good in previous year, but there comes Tata Motors. Not all companies come. Tata Motors, Intel, these visit frequently. And from placement scenario, NIT Trichy, I would recommend NIT Suratkal or NIT Warangal. These are really good, like the South NIT.
Okay.
They are really good.
I think we are done with the discussion. We have some questions for you
Okay.
sent by our friends from our college.
Yes.
I'll just read those questions. Hold for a minute. Yes. How to keep yourself motivated all the time, how to remove distraction, how to prepare for big tech companies along with college curriculum.
Okay. And that thing I have already mentioned that I have separated the two things. Like for college curriculum, you can give your weekday, and for gate preparation, you can give your weekends. And how to keep away for distraction. Like you have to think about whether you have to achieve some bigger life your goal, or you can just scroll your Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, these things, and getting demotivated. Like for me, I think Facebook, LinkedIn, these are the demotivating thing. Like you are seeing your friends more successful. Somehow if you haven't achieved something special, you feel demotivated, and that may works as a motivation. And for me, motivation comes from, like, our teachers really motivated me, I would say that. And like after joining IT industry, I didn't like that too much. Like I joining IT industry was my necessity, that's why I joined. But I always wanted to do MTech and becoming associate professor, assistant professor, these things. So that things really keep me motivating. And another thing, like how to separate out two things, I have mentioned throughout 2 years how we'll prepare. I would now want to mention one thing, that last 1 month routine. So this is the routine that I followed in last 1 month, because this is the most crucial thing. Like if you didn't put your all your pressure in last 1 month, then like all become a wastage. So you can go through that, even you can take a snap just for reference.
Okay. Apologist said, I convey my gratitude to Ankita Didi for her valuable guidance. Often I hear that IT industry has more opportunity than core industry. Is it better to join an IT company rather than joining a core company?
I again repeat, like it's totally upon you. And that thing, like IT has more opportunities, this thing is wrong. Because uh, like আইটি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি নিয়ে অনেক বেশি কথা হয়, বাট সবচেয়ে আন্ডাররেটেড কোর ইন্ডাস্ট্রি। এমনকি কোর ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে আলাদা আলাদা কতগুলো সেক্টর রয়েছে, মানে কি কি নিয়ে কাজ হতে পারে সেটা নিয়ে আইডিয়া নেই। সেই জন্যই এটা মোস্ট আন্ডাররেটেড এরিয়া। লাইক
Okay.
ফর এক্সাম্পল আমি বলতে চাই, যেমন এখন কোর ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে ইলেকট্রিক ভেহিকেল নিয়ে কাজ চলছে। ইলেকট্রিক ভেহিকেলে যদি বলতে চাই, সেখানে একটা তার ভেতরে কনভার্টার ডিজাইন থেকে শুরু করে ব্যাটারি ম্যানেজমেন্ট সিস্টেম, সেটা হিউজ এরিয়া। এবং যখন আমরা কনভার্টার ডিজাইনে ঢুকবো, কনভার্টার কি করে কন্ট্রোল করতে হয় সেটা আরেকটা এরিয়া। ফলে সেটা হিসাব করলে সেগুলো সবকটা সেপারেট এরিয়া হয়ে দাঁড়ায়।
মানে ইটস এ হিউজ ইন্ডাস্ট্রি অ্যাকচুয়ালি,
ইটস
অতটা
আ হিউজ
ছোট না।
ইন্ডাস্ট্রি।
হুম।
ওটা অতটা ছোট নয়, এটা আন্ডার রেটেড।
হুম।
যতটা আইটি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি নিয়ে লিঙ্কডিনে প্রচার হয়, কোর ইন্ডাস্ট্রি নিয়ে প্রচার হয় না।
Why do you think it's underrated? Why don't people talk about it? What do you think?
I would think like IT industry is like মানে খুব আরামের আরামের চাকরি বলতে এক জায়গায় বসে ল্যাপটপ চালানো কারুর পক্ষে খুব আরামদায়ক হতে পারে। আর কারুর কাছে হয়তো এটাই এক্সাইটিং, আমি কোথাও সাবস্টেশনে গেলাম, সেখানে কি প্রবলেম হলো দেখলাম। ফিল্ড ওয়ার্কটা কারুর কাছে খুব টিডিয়াস জব হয়ে উঠতে পারে। তো অনেকের ভালো লাগে তাদের এসি রুমে বসে থাকতে, আইটিতে কাজ করতে। মেবি ইটস আ রিজন।
Okay. Did RCCIIT faculty help you in your GATE journey?
Yes, some of the faculties really helped me a lot. And if you are really preparing for GATE exam, I would recommend that connect with Molla sir, Nijam sir, and BB sir. This sir or Sharbojit sir, this sir will really help you a lot, especially Nijam sir. Whenever you feel demotivated, just sit with Nijam sir, spend some time, you will get motivation.
Okay. Uh, the next question is, what are the problems all which all students face to do not achieve good internship and job, and what is the solution of the problem? Sorry for the English error, the
Okay,
writing.
okay, no issue. So the main problem is that like a person is focusing a lot more thing. Like a person is doing data structure and algorithm, and another person is like the same person is focusing on back end development, web development, front end development. So a person can not do a lot of things at the same time, so you have to be focused on things. Being a BTech student, you have to focus only on data structure and algorithm and these things, very basic thing. But they always thought that if I would learn this thing very prior, so I would jump into a very good career and this thing. So my suggestion is stick to one thing.
Okay. One student has asked a set of questions.
Okay.
What to do, MTech or job after finishing BTech in CSE?
Okay. So for CSC, I would recommend that you can go for IT industry, because from CSC or IT, you can really good get salary or LPA job from 8 LPA to 12 LPA. And after doing MTech in CS, you can do even the same job. So it's not much variable in respect to LPA view. But again, the same thing, if you are really into, really have passion for teaching or research, like really in teaching, then you can go for MTech from
Okay.
CS student.
I wish to study data science, although I'm doing BTech in CS. Is it right decision?
Yes, data science is the most booming thing I have seen. For that, you have to learn first thing Python, SQL, or MS Excel. This thing you can just start practicing this thing. So first, you can't get a job in data science domain. First, you have to do a job in as data analyst, and whenever you will be experienced in this domain, then you can land a job as data scientist. From CS student, you can definitely do it. Even data science domain is not about like if you are CS student, you are engineer or not. Even I have seen a person from a very different domain is doing data science job.
Okay. He asked, I am a bio background student, so how I have lack of technical knowledge. How can I boost my interest?
Okay, so don't be worried. Even I was a bio background student. It's never too late, I would say. Like before going into engineering, I didn't know C++ or these things. So just start preparing, and now itself. It's not too late. Like you are not in final year, so why are you worried? Just start.
Hmm. Is web development important for placement?
No, it's not important for placement point of view. After doing like after getting into a company, they may put you in a domain like web development, then separate training will be provided
Hmm.
accordingly, but that depends.
Okay. Besides GATE, what other exams can a student prepare for? I mean, if I want to continue my higher study in MBA or something like that, what else is there except GATE for
Okay,
MBA?
for MBA you have to prepare for CAT exam, and except GATE, these are the opportunities: ESC, SSC, bar, AFCAT. This thing, these are all government exam. Even separate government exam are there, RRB, many things, even for banking and this railway.
Aniruddha has asked, what really attracted you towards pursuing MTech? She has answered the question.
Yes.
Uh, okay. The next question is, how frequent did you prepare one particular subject for GATE? How often did you prepare the same subject for your GATE examination? What was the
Okay, so
frequency of repetition?
okay, like for example, if you are preparing a note, then like you have to repeat at least thrice or fours for that subject, especially the core subjects. Like I had revised my three special core subjects a lot of times. You have to just get in touch. And another mistake I have done during my gate preparation, I never gave too much pressure in analog electronics, because I am not good at that. That is not my interest. But in my gate paper, I have seen that many questions come from analog electronics. Even in recent trends, I have seen power electronics and analog electronics is the most important area from where a number of questions have been asked. So never miss that area. I would recommend that.
Give me 1 second, I'll get all the questions.
Yeah.
Uh, some questions are repeated that students are telling me to finish all the questions in the Google link, but these questions are repeated, and I think all of them are answered. So there are more questions in the chat box.
Okay.
Can we start gate preparation from the first year onwards, like giving daily 1 to 2 hours for gate and 1 to 2 hours for DSA or language?
Okay. So first thing you have to decide it what thing you have to do. You are really into IT industry or you are really doing MTech. So from first year itself, it's not needed to start. From second year you can start itself. Like it's a very matlab tedious খুব টিডিয়াস হবে যদি ফার্স্ট ইয়ার থেকে এত চাপ নিয়ে না তাহলে কোনো মানে বিটেকের এনজয় কখন করবে ফার্স্ট ইয়ার সেটাতেই দেওয়া বেটার
Okay. After after joining any company at first, they will give us training on a particular domain. Question mark.
yes, they provided some separate courses and all 1 month 2 month training this thing happen. And another thing I would say that even you do some courses in some area, whenever you join company and later you realize that you know nothing. Whenever you are in project some you will learn a lot of things. That thing is the most important learning, so never be worried.
Okay. So, how many round of revision did you complete before giving your gate exam?
It's thrice or 4 times revisions.
Akashdeep, as Didi said, they provide training, but in today's competitive IT space, having basic web development and AI/ML is required to have an upper hand. You can get curated roadmap and project in our NoobCode community. So I don't think we have any other question left. If there is, please ask the question now. And before finishing our session, tell us, when did you got demotivated? You thought that Git is not for me. I might leave it.
Whenever that like preparation become really tedious, like uh, seeing after the test series marks, it become demotivating for me. Like yes, I am preparing, then why I can't score good? That was my first question. Even I have questioned myself, like did some mistake happen, there's something, but later I realized like it's a learning always.
Shurchandra,
Okay.
there are two questions in the chat box. Two more questions.
I am studying ENTC, currently in SE. I don't want to enter the IT bubble. I enjoy working in core. How can I fetch core placement?
Okay, so I haven't seen the current code placement scenario in company, like in college, but during my time, no core companies come. So if you are really into core job, then just go through LinkedIn. Even many companies conduct exam. For example, Tata Steel. Every year they conduct one exam for calling as AEP, Assistant Engineer Program. You can appear for that, and I must say LinkedIn is the most platform. And one line I really want to mention that stop using Facebook for too much time. Give your precious time in LinkedIn. Use it like a Facebook. It will really helpful.
Okay. Which is better, doing MBA right after BTech or doing MBA after 2 3 years of experience in job?
I think after 2 3 years experience of job, it's better to do MBA.
So I don't think there are any more questions left. If anybody wants to ask any question, write in next 1 minute. And yes, if my CGPA is low, like 7 to 7.5, how to compensate this for IT placement?
Okay, so from like second year, if you can understand that your CGPA is going low, then just you have to focus on that point, because getting good CGPA is not a very difficult thing. At least above 8 CGPA comes very easily, I would say. Just whatever I have mentioned, regularly preparing your notes, preparing that covered, like go through the topics which are covered in your class. This will be really helpful. And you must have like you must have to follow the books only. Like there are so many organizer, this thing in BTech it happens, but never trust on those. Like in my personal opinion, I never go through organizer's answer. Yes, I recommend organizer for questions, for previous year question, but never go through their answers.
Okay. So that was a wonderful session, and I would like to hand over the session to Shomuraj Bag. You explained everything very well.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Shurjandu, and thanks, Ankita Di, for giving us your precious time from your busiest schedule. And this was an amazing session. Even I got to learn so much from you. And thank you, Shurjandu, for making us contact with Ankita Di. And it was a lovely session. And also, thanks to all of those who attended this session and raised your questions and helping us to make this session a success. So, okay, guys, now we are gonna
Wait,
take a,
wait, wait. There is one question.
yeah,
What
yeah.
are the other problems faced by you while preparing for GATE, and how did you tackle it? Other problems which you have not mentioned
Uh,
yet.
okay, other problems is like balancing that semester and all this thing, and that time only COVID happened. That's the most important thing. Even in my home it happens. Like the most important, I have some family issues and all these always happen. Like for example, my father was getting retired. For that I have to go for IT industry for saving money a lot. These are separate issues which I faced, really. Family issues, some COVID, this thing and that, and obviously some demotivation after seeing that test series and all, and like revising those things again and again and again. It's tedious job, but never give up. I just say that.
It's really inspiring that you have overcome all these problems and you're still like somehow cracked to an NIT Jamshedpur. That's very impressive and inspiring.
You're really
So,
an
Shomuraj Bag,
idol. You're really an idol to many students like us. So thanks, Dee. And now I'm gonna ask you all to open up your camera because we are gonna take a photo screenshot that we have attended this session and make this session a success. So, will you please, guys, open up your camera? Those who can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only few these, and the restaurants. Yeah, yeah. So we are ready. Has anyone left out? Okay,
some
Okay.
have the carry on.
yeah. So 3, 2, and 1. Shagnik, take up this SS.
1 minute, hold on.
Okay, okay, guys, hold on your camera.
Done. It's done.
Yeah, done.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys, and don't leave because I'm gonna ask you all about this session. So, according to you all, how was the session? You can spam in the chat box, but although we are gonna send you a feedback form also, but you can spam in the chat now because we want the real time reaction now.
সৌম্যরাজ, আমার একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল অঙ্কিতা দিদির কাছে।
Yeah,
আমি
yeah, yeah,
সন্ময় বলছি।
yeah, Shanmay da, sure, sure.
Sure.
আচ্ছা অঙ্কিতা দি, অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমি ফার্স্ট ইয়ারে ছিলাম যখন তুমি ফোর্থ ইয়ারে ছিলে বেসিক্যালি। মানে
আচ্ছা।
তোমাদের সাথে মানে কন্ট্যাক্টটা খুবই কম হয়েছে, কারণ আফটার আওয়ার ফার্স্ট সেমিস্টার তোমরা মানে বেসিক্যালি কোভিডের সময় তোমরা ফেয়ারওয়েল পেয়েছো সব কিছু। তো
হ্যাঁ।
রিসেন্টলি আমি জব পেয়ে এখন আমার অ্যাকচুয়ালি মানডে থেকে জয়েনিং আছে। তো
আচ্ছা।
এই যে ডিস্টেন্স মাস্টার্স কোর্সগুলো,
হ্যাঁ।
এইগুলো কি করা ঠিক হবে? মানে বিসাইড মাই জব অ্যান্ড অল, মানে যেমন আইআইটি
আচ্ছা।
কানপুর ভিএলএসআই এর উপরে মাস্টার্স করাচ্ছে মানে ডিস্টেন্সে, তারপরে
হ্যাঁ।
সাইবার সিকিউরিটি, তো এগুলো
হ্যাঁ,
কি
এগুলো
প্রেফারেবল?
নট রিয়েলি হেল্পফুল। মানে যদি একটা কেরিয়ারে বিশাল বড় জাম্প চাস তাহলে ইটস নিয়ার নট হেল্পফুল। ইউ হ্যাভ টু ডু ফুল টাইম এমটেক। Part-time PhD is equal to full-time PhD, but not part-time MTech is equal to full-time MTech.
ওকে ওকে ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ, এটাই জানা ছিল। ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
Sure.
Yeah. So thanks for your review, guys. So we are gonna send a feedback form. Make sure you fill up the form. So yeah, and I'm gonna ask one question that like this session, we're gonna conduct more sessions in future. So on which topic you guys want it to be in the sessions? You can spam in the chat box the topic.
Didi, it was a great session with you.
Yeah,
We got to know a lot of things. I hope we all learned from your journey, from your preparation, from your
yeah,
college
yeah,
days.
yeah.
And we are really thankful from NoobCode and all of us.
Yeah, thanks for this opportunity. Like I will be
Okay.
connected with, I will really want to connect it with my juniors. So any help needed, just connect through my LinkedIn. I'll really help them.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the link in the chat box.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ankitadi, Shurjendu, Somoraj, everyone who is present here. It was really a wonderful session. So, okay, you guys can leave now. There is in the chat box, I have provided the Google form link, so you can fill up that too.
Yeah.
And the link is also here. You can follow NoobCode at LinkedIn. There is the Discord server as well. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. So we are leaving.
Somaraj, collect the chat box topics.
Yeah, I'm collecting.